Hello my dear students. So this video is about the oxo acids of a halogens, okay, where we have completed oxo acids of a phosphorus and we have completed the oxo acids of a sulfur. So by an easy trick, how you can remember the structure, how you can write the structure, okay, and how the preparation is going to happen, how you need to remember the names that all have shown in the previous video. So similarly here I have taken the oxo acids of a halogens, that too I have taken particularly chlorine, okay. So these halogens are 17 group elements that we all know, which are particularly known as the halogens. It's because this all what we can say, the 17 group elements are involved in the salt formation. So wherever you will see like sodium chloride, sodium bromide, sodium iodide, like potassium chloride, like this all are salt in nature, okay. So that's why halo means that the salt, okay, gen means like a forming, so that's why they are called halogens, okay. When it comes to oxo acids of this halogen, so the first element of this halogen family is a fluorine, okay, which is highly electronegative in the overall the periodic table, and it's a very smallest in size. So the oxo acids of a fluorine is only one, that is we will going to call it as a hypofluorous acid. So we will going to get what, only HOF, okay, not further oxo acids that would be obtained from the fluorine because of its high electronegativity and because of its smallest size, okay. But when it comes to other halogens, okay, if we go through the chlorine, these are the possible oxo acids that will going to appear, okay. So here I have given that like let us go with this one, that is chlorous acid, okay. It's a chlorous acid, and if I remove one oxygen from the chlorous acid, okay, that results in the formation of what, that is hypochlorous acid. So in the previous video I have already told that hypo represents the low oxidation state, okay. It's a low oxidation state. When it comes to chlorous acid, if we calculate the oxidation state of a chlorine, here we will going to get +3 oxidation state of a chlorine, okay. But when one oxygen is removed, that oxidation state of a chlorine here, it will be +1. So compared to this chlorous acid, the oxidation state of a chlorine in hypochlorous acid is less. So that's why the word hypo we will going to write here, okay. So remember HOClO, okay, and remove one oxygen, you will going to get a HOCl, okay. Similarly come here, that is like HOClO2, that is chloric acid. So of a high oxidation state, always we're going to call it as a IC acid we're going to take, and for the low oxidation state we're going to take as a OUS, okay. So chloric acid, okay. So chloric acid, by removing the one oxygen from the chloric acid, we're going to get a chlorous acid, okay. So what is the oxidation state of a chlorine in chloric acid, dear students? It will be HOClO2. So it is a +5 oxidation state. I hope you know how to find out the oxidation state, okay. So HOClO2. Similarly, from HOClO2 to this, if we add one oxygen, we will going to get HOClO3 per. That's why the name word per we will going to get. One oxygen will be added, okay. So that is HOClO3, the higher oxidation state than this chlorine. So the oxidation state here, it will be +7, okay. Repeating, chloric acid, okay, by removing oxygen will give a chlorous acid. From this, by removing one oxygen we're going to get a hypochlorous acid, okay. To this chloric acid, add one oxygen will give a perchloric acid. Per, one extra oxygen, hypo, remove the oxygen, okay. This is what the thing mean, okay. Now when it comes to the structure, as I told you, had to remember one point, okay, that here the Cl, okay, and since it is a 17 group element, as I told, that particular group will represent its valency electron. 17 group, so 7 will be the valency electrons, okay. So now, so you have to remember that central element or atom will be there, double bond O will be there, OH will be there. So this point you have to remember. Okay, so let us go with the first one, that is HOCl. So we know the central element Cl. Okay, but here we have only one oxygen and only one hydrogen, so it is not possible that oxygen will bond separately and the hydrogen will directly bond to the Cl. So the possibility is that there is a presence of a OH like this. Okay, there is a presence of a OH like this. Okay, and there is a presence of a valency electrons. Okay, so this is the only one structure that will going to differ. This you have to remember. Okay, ClOH, that is for the hypochlorous acid. Okay, now come to the chlorous acid. So write the central element as it is, double bond O as it is. Okay, double bond O as it is, and then comes OH. Okay, so double bond O and OH. Okay, so that is HOClO. HOClO. So there is a presence of a lone pair of electrons on the chlorine atom. Okay, so possible bond should be 7, since the 7 valency electrons. So here there is a presence of 2, 3 only. So since still there is a presence of a lone pair of electrons over there. Okay, so this is how the same thing I have applied here, the same trick I have applied. Okay, so next when it comes to chloric acid, go with the same method. Write the central element first, put a double bond O and OH. Okay, now satisfy the remaining. So OH I have written. Okay, Cl1O I have written. So remaining is what, dear students? One more double bond O. So 2, 4, 6 we have. So still there is a presence of a lone pair of electrons. Okay, this is called chloric acid. Okay, now perchloric acid, write Cl as it is. So double bond O compulsory and OH compulsory. So out of the 4 oxygen, 1, 2 have gone. Okay, now write double bond O and one more double bond O. Okay, that is HOClO3. Okay, so here 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 valency electrons are involved, completely involved in the bonding. So there will be no presence of a lone pair of electrons. Okay, so this is how. So 2, 4, 5. So presence of a 1 lone pair of electrons. Okay, and here presence of a 2 lone pair of electrons. Okay, so this is how you need to remember. So here I have shown only the what we can say the oxo acids of a halogen. Similarly, we'll go into that for particularly chlorine. Similarly, you can get the oxo acids of a bromine. Okay, and iodine like that. Okay, I hope you find this one useful. Thank you.